here I'll show you two of my three cameras. You did see actually three cameras. I have a GoPro Hero 7, which is a new one I bought just before. I haven't upgraded my GoPro for a long time. I had a Hero 3, done a great job, still does a great job. I use that every day as a dash cam. And just before I went away, as you gathered, I got a Hero 7 because of the hyperlapse super stabilization through the algorithm, and I think it does a pretty good job. It's not perfect, but it's a pretty good job for what it is and from what I had before. If you're upgrading from the Hero 6, I don't think there's too much of a difference. I haven't had a chance to play around with this one a great deal, but you can see the difference there. And my second camera, my main one that I used all the time, especially during at night time, is the Sony AX53. And you can see the subtle differences there. Well, not really that subtle. The GoPro does a great job in the daylight with plenty of light around, as you would know, with a fixed settings and that on it. Or should I say the fixed lens, and doesn't really change a great deal with its field of view and everything. You can change a little bit there with the settings, but not a great deal. Play around with it, it is quite good. They've done a lot of work with it. Here, when you're comparing the two, I didn't realise I had them in such different angles, but they're about as close as you can get. The Hero 7 does a pretty good job, considering it's a lot darker than the AX53. Chalk and cheese, I would compare it to. Whereas you see the headlights on the cars aren't flaring as much as what they do to the Sony. But the Sony just lets in so much more light and gives it a better view, even though the lights are flaring. But if you look across to the river where the people are walking, it looks a lot better and you see a lot more detail. In the Hero 7, the GoPro 7, you get a lot more depth in the colour, depending. This is all just set as it came out the factory. Like I said, I haven't really played a great deal with it, but it is what you see right there out of the box. Card in, battery charged up, and away we go, and with very little knowledge of the settings there. And these are all taken on the Tonle Sap, which is a river there, and the riverside, and I'm sitting up on the first floor, or the second floor, can't quite remember, one of the bars there. So it was a pretty good night there, quite good view. Couldn't sit where I wanted to sit to give you a better view all around, because there was a few people at this place. They were doing a little bit of renovations here, but anyway. And this is just more or less to give you an idea the difference between the two of them. The Sony is pretty good, or I should say is very good. I like it a lot. Can do a lot with it. It does record 4K and everything else. Gives you a cleaner, crisper, zoom in, zoom out, does everything fantastically. That's why I bought it for that. The Hero 7 is lighter and smaller, more nimble, and as you can see, it does sort of have its limitations. I can play around with the settings and that, and then bring it into the video editing and change a few things around there, but I don't really want to do that. It takes a lot of mucking around. I'm still learning a lot of things. I have various different programs that I can use, but only on my desktop at home. My laptop, which I normally take away with me, being 5 years old, doesn't handle 2.7 or 4K video, so it lags very badly. With the Sony AX53, the files and that there work pretty good on my laptop, so I continue to use that. So I dropped the frame rate and everything down on the GoPro 7 to 1080p at 30 or 60 frames per second, and that gives me quite good video and quite a good record out of that. As soon as I go up to 2.7 and 4K, it lags. The other camera you did see was my Xiaomi Mijia 360 camera. I'm still playing around with that one. I've had that a little while now. I have taken a bit of video. The editing on that is quite different again, a lot more involved, so I'm still playing with it. There are a few sites out there that show you how to do it, but with the apps for the mobile phone, because it works really good on a mobile phone, when you want to view it through that, but when you put it on a laptop or a computer, you can only do a certain amount unless you have a very good program, and that is a Creative Cloud, which I do have. It does work there, and that takes a lot of working out to get to. But that's another story for another time with the My Sphere 360. So as you can see, I'm quite happy with both of them. I didn't have any daylight ones to do to compare of the same, because I didn't think to do a comparison between the two during the daytime. But on a few of the videos you can see it works quite well in a hyperlapse mode. I'm still working on that one to get that into the 1080, 1920 by 1080 frame fixture, 16.9 aspect ratio, but we'll get there. If I have to crop it, well, that's fine. I can slowly working on doing that. That's not a problem. Anyway, that's where I'm at with this. I just thought I'd give you a little bit of a comparison with straight out the camera, straight onto the computer, and without any mucking around with it. And you can see pretty much I've lined it up, but not the angle wise. So yeah, that's my GoPro Hero 7, the good one, really good. I'm wrapped in that really. I can't wait to do a bit more with it. And in comparison with my Sony AX53, which you've seen on quite a few videos along the way, so you already get the quality, and everybody seems to really go for that. The only downside with the Sony AX53 is it is an MTS2 file. Anyway, give us a like, thumbs up, any questions, leave it all down below, and don't forget to please subscribe for more videos from Steve, Southeast Asia. Have a great day, people, and look forward to seeing you on the next video. Ciao for now.